I started with AMSCO in January of 2012. Um, when I was first hired, the idea was that I would basically be engineering support and help do product design for our shredder market. So that's in the scrap steel recycling industry. Um, However, shortly after I hired, in our mining sector, one of our competitors shut down unannounced. And so one of our major distributors approached us and said, "Hey, can you start supplying these parts?" So really, I spent my first 2 years reverse engineering parts for drag lines. Really had to kind of shift gears and focus on the shredding side quite a bit for several years. You're almost forced into having, multi-role jobs, which makes it more exciting. You get to see the product, what we do from beginning to end. So AMSCO has two niche markets that we supply to: the steel recycling industry, and in that industry specifically parts for the car shredders or steel shredders. That overlaps into aluminum recycling and some waste to energy applications where you're shredding municipal waste to feed a boiler and generate steam. We also supply that industry some what we call alloy hammers or differentially heat-treated hammers. We partnered with a company in Germany called SWB. They're really kind of the benchmark for that product. So we now have basically the exclusive distributorship for that product in North America, which is a big deal. Then the other part of our business is really the mining industry. And there we're pretty focused on surface mining. So any type of surface mining, whether it be phosphate or coal, those are the two big ones that we service. We have our own proprietary alloys. AMSCO started as a huge company years and years ago, and we had our own research foundry, had several manufacturing foundries in the U.S., and from that came a lot of R&D. Part of that R&D was our CSB alloy families, which were designed basically to have high abrasion resistance, high impact resistance, especially at colder temperatures. So what do we do to make it better? Well, recently we acquired all the intellectual property from Columbia Steel as it relates to the dragline parts. So in that are their chemistries, heat treat procedures, welding procedures, and that was a big move for us for two reasons. One, for the drawings, so it gave us a big library of parts that we didn't have before. But two, Columbia Steel is a very good foundry. So they had a very top-notch product, well regarded in the industry. Our goal as a company is really to improve the product, to make it better for the customer, to understand where their problems are and help address those, to make, basically to make a better wear product than what the OEM would have supplied. So, necessity is the mother of invention. We seek out problems at our customers so that we can try and fix them. That's, a big part of the service we provide. So always looking to understand where their issues are and see if we can design around that. Primary use of our 3D scanner is for reverse engineering. So, we have, for example, we have a customer who just bought a brand new shredder from one of the larger OEMs. It's a shredder we don't have any drawings on or any parts for. We've never made the wear parts for it. And so basically they've invited us to come up when the parts come in, scan all their parts, which gives us a virtual 3D part that we didn't have on our computer. Then we'll take those scans and we'll align them to a logical coordinate system, then take cross sections, model them in our CAD software, which we use Solid Edge. Then we can take that 3D model, bring it back into the scanner software, and do kind of a quality check comparison between the two. I think we're growing rapidly. The mining side is a big growth area right now. So I see that continuing to grow. On the shredding side, there's still we have a lot of the market here in North America. There's still more opportunities out there. People is the most important resource we have, no doubt about that. It's sad, but it can be hard to find the right person. So, it's not that, you know, not necessarily good people and bad people, but it's the right person that fits to the culture of the company and to the jobs needed. But, good people that are, willing to work hard, willing to learn on their own. A lot of this stuff isn't, there's no textbook on how to do these things. You really have to go out there, observe, listen, listen to the customers, find out what's going wrong, listen to the foundries, understand what challenges they have, and, can we design the product to make the manufacturing process easier? All those things come into play. And so, yeah, people is probably the biggest, most important thing.